impromptu last minute live thing here. I wasn't really planning on it, just kind of figured why not. Kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on. So I'll kind of stall here for a minute. So currently you can see the RV behind me. So we finished recording all the grease stuff. Oh man, when did we finish that? What is today? Today is the 14th, or yeah, so I think it was about a week and a half, oh no, it was before Burning Man, that's right, sorry, it was about a week before Burning Man, so have not filmed since then. We've been in, what's up, g'day, how you doing? We were in Greece, I was in Greece for about 3 months, and then we had the flotilla, and those videos have ended. How's the audio, guys? Let me know. Unfortunately, I don't have my microphone that I sometimes plug into this. Hopefully the wind noise is not too much. It's not too windy out here. It's a little gusty, but hello from Australia. All right, in the UK. Wow. So it's just me right now. And we went to Burning Man for about 8, 12. It was delayed a couple days actually. If you watched anything on Burning Man, you know that it rained. And we were stuck a little bit. So, all right, thanks for the audio, guys. Appreciate it. And I made a couple shorts about it and actually ended up on like CNN and I think it was Fox and NBC. I guess they saw my videos and, you know, interviewed me. And plus I have a Starlink, so it was kind of cool. So, hello from South Africa. Oh, a lot of international people here. And there's Michigan. All right, cool. But that was a lot of fun, actually. If you watched, I did a couple shorts on it, and I recorded some for long form, which I'll put on my other channel, Sailing Doodles, which is, you know, about the RV life. So got back from Greece, jumped in the RV pretty quickly thereafter, and drove straight to Nevada for Burning Man, and then basically just got back to Dallas. It was yesterday. So only here for a couple days though, because big news on where we're going next. Cigar of choice. I'm a My Father guy. It's My Father cigars. That's ones I like a lot. So this is not that though. I honestly don't have. They're just some cheap cigars. I forget where I got them, but wife got mad when she said I was watching Bobby Shores. Well, sorry. You know, my last video got demonetized. That was quite annoying. So thank you guys for all you patrons and channel members and everything. I appreciate it, because like that really hurts when they demonetize the videos. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna say here. Hakan is what is going on next. So next is Saturday, flying to Belize. So and I'll explain why, and then I'll explain more about Belize. So what was the reason, Bobby? I don't know. What was that for? So my boat, I planned on doing a update video on the new boat today, but I just didn't have the footage for it. I was trying to get some pictures and some video of the new boat. Just couldn't get it done. They said it's all wrapped up for paint, so they're painting the inside right now. So like it doesn't look good for paint. So of course. Yeah, it goes out. Yeah, hang on a second. I don't know how much like this I can actually show, like cigar stuff. Anyway, so it's right there for paint. So I was planning to do one of those. So I'm planning to go to Thailand to go look at the boat in November, but I still need to create content between then and now. And so I was trying to think, where can I go? So you may know that Navigar, I kind of have a deal with Navigar where I get access to their boats in exchange for that they, oh, he likes the My Father's. I'm going to get to who's crew and all that too in a second. So I kind of have a deal with Navigar. They let me use their boats, right? And in exchange, I can promote their company. And actually Navigar is going to be the one that does the sales for SALES, not SAILS. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And I lost my little a torch lighter, so I'm having to use a regular lighter. It kind of sucks, but anyway, the cigar's been pretty great. I guess now I'm just kind of, I haven't smoked it. I've been setting this up and everything, so yeah, whatever. I'll smoke it later. I'll finish that later. I have a deal with Navigar there, but unfortunately, they're kind of limited on where they have access to boats, right, or where their bases are. So they have a base in the BVI, which I've done a bunch, right? They have one in the USVI, which I've done a bunch. And then in the Americas, that's all they have. Most of their stuff is in Asia. They have Thailand, they have Seychelles, they have, and then actually most of their stuff's in Europe. So they have bases all over the Med, Greece, Spain, a couple in, I think, Croatia, Turkey, all these places. But, I mean, now is not exactly a great time to be cruising in the Med because it's getting cold and the weather's kind of turning crappy. So I was trying to think of a place where can I go and charter a boat or something like that. I even thought about, reaching out to see if there's any viewers that have boats, and maybe that'll be in the future while I'm waiting on the new boat. I'll kind of get more information on that in a minute. But I was like, where's a place that's good weather right now, doesn't have hurricane issues? Rolled under the table. Thank you. It was already out, but appreciate that. Is New Zealand too far? That wouldn't have been a bad idea, but the problem is I got to get access to a boat, right? So I was looking for charter stuff, and so I ended up on Belize. Mexico would be good too, but I did the Sea of Cortez last year, so. Anyway, but I think, so New Zealand's probably a bit cold right now in September, I think, huh? Belize, right? Belize is good weather right now. It's out of the hurricane box. And I was like, all right, I love Belize anyway, so I'm going to go there. I'm paying for this charter, so I had to pay for the, it's kind of on the shoulder season, so it's not stupid expensive. But I chartered a Leopard 40? I think it's a Leopard 40. Out of Belize, and it's a 3-cabin, and so flying there on Saturday, got 2 weeks, and gonna be cruising around Belize for 2 weeks with crew. Here is the crew. Who knows how this is gonna go down? I hope everything is following from the very beginning. Thanks so much. Can't we save sail? New cat. Appreciate it. So the new crew. Basically. What is this? Hang on, sorry. Oh, whatever. The new crew. All right, so Dakota's coming back. She was with me for the last few weeks in Greece. Ella is coming back. So Ella was with me in Greece for a week. She's had some family issues she had to go back for. So she went for that. Her family's still dealing. It's an illness in the family. I'm not going to get too specific on it. If she wants to talk about it on video, she can. But I'm going to let her be private with that. So Ella's coming back, Dakota. And then we have Nicole. So Nicole, she was in the Greece videos. And she was also in the Bahamas videos last year. So she's coming back, so that's 3. And then there's 2 new girls coming. So I'm going to have 5 very good-looking girls on the boat. I know, guys, I'm sorry for the video, but, whatever. And then the other 2 who you've not met, one is named Christine. She is a friend, an older friend. A friend I've known for a while, not an older friend. Probably known her, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, something like that. And then actually, oddly enough, another Dakota. So there's gonna be 2 Dakotas. I don't know any Dakotas until like a month ago, and now I know 2. So 2 Dakotas, a Nicole, a Christine, and what am I missing there? And a Nicole, Christine, 2 Dakotas, and an Ella. So yeah, it's gonna be a full boat. It's only a 3-cabin boat, so it's the owner's version, Leopard 40. So yeah, it's gonna be crowded. I don't really know what the sleeping arrangement's gonna be yet, but we'll make do. We'll figure something out. And we're cruising around Belize for 2 weeks. So, let's see here. Can borrow one of our Dalmatians for the cruise. All right, yeah. So catfight now. I think I'm pretty sure everybody's going to get along just well. I mean, hey, if there's any kind of anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think everybody's going to get along well. If it doesn't, I mean, hey, everybody's saying Geraldine. I invited her to come back to Belize for this trip. She can't. She's working full time. She's kind of week on, week off. She's a flight attendant with pretty big. I don't know if I want to say the name with the charter company, but it's a big one. And I think she's week on, week off. So it's just hard for her to get 2 weeks off. So I did invite her, but she can't make it. So no Geraldine. Sorry guys. I know she is pretty great, but she can't make it for this one. So not with Emirates. No. She's working for private jets. She's a private jet flight attendant. But I mean, you can probably figure it out. It's a big company. It's probably the biggest private jets fractional ownership type company. Anyway, so then we're doing that for 2 weeks. So it should be a lot of fun. I've cruised the Belize several times before, so I know it pretty. You don't Belize me? You better Belize it. So we're going to be cruising there for 2 weeks. And then so after Belize, flying, let's see, what is that? We end on the 30th. After Belize, I'm going to come back to Dallas, jump in the RV. Silverlicious, how you doing, man? Going to be jumping back in the RV, going to go cruise around for like 2.5 weeks around mostly Texas, I think, for the eclipse. So there's the, on October 14th, there is the, solar eclipse, the full eclipse, which if you've never done one, I highly recommend making a trip to do one. It's pretty cool. Like, I didn't think it'd be that big a deal, but so who's the new girlfriend? We'll see what happens. I don't know. Everybody's been asking that same question. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's 5 girls coming on the trip, so tune in and maybe you'll find out. I don't know, or maybe multiple. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know, guys. We'll see. Hey, Derek, how you doing, man? So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So then after Belize, come back here, jump in the RV. I think Ella's gonna join me for a week doing that, and then maybe somebody else from the trip to Belize will join too. We'll see. And cruise around, do the eclipse. Like I said, if you haven't done the eclipse, highly recommend it. It was pretty cool. I did a video on it. Was it for Glamping Doodles? I did. I did sorry, I'm getting a text message there. I did a trip to go see the eclipse in, I believe it was 2017 or 19. 19? Anyway, whenever the last eclipse was, made it all the way to Idaho and saw the eclipse. Pretty cool. Highly recommend it. Make a trip. Go do it. It's pretty cool. I didn't think it would be a big deal. I thought it would be, just kind of lame. But no, I was like, wow, this is amazing. So please go do that if you ever get the chance. So after that, then we have the next flotilla, which is in Abacos, out of the Bahamas, October 21st through the 28th. I don't know if all the boats we had all the boats booked out full, and then 2 boats canceled maybe a few weeks ago. So if you'd like to go, I believe there's a link on sailingdoodles.com. You can go there and inquire if there's any boats left, October 21st to 28th. And maybe, and they'll even kind of it's with Navigar. They'll even help you, like, put a crew together if you're just one person or one couple. Help you do that. So then go to the Abacos. So October 21st, 28th. Fly straight back to Fort Lauderdale, October 28th. And now my cousin's asking me. He's texting me. Where are we shooting live from? I got the bus. Lakeshore RV Park. Hello, Landon. So yeah, nearby. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Okay, so then going back to Fort Lauderdale, and we have the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I'm not gonna do any appearances there or anything. I'm mostly going there to talk to vendors and stuff, because my new boat is going to be the Island Spirit 525 is going to be going to be debuting in the Miami Boat Show in February. So I'm going to go there, talk to some vendors, and be like, hey guys, here's what I'm doing. You know, it's stuff like, you know, electric bikes and maybe some, you know, scuba compressors and all that. I want to talk to vendors on all that stuff. Be like, hey, if you'd like to have your products on the boat, you know, it's going to debut in February at the Miami Boat Show. Let's do something. So talk to that. So then, and it's right next to the Bahamas anyway. So then after the boat show ends October 29th, I believe. So then on October 30th, I'm flying to Thailand to go see the new boat. So the Island Spirit 525, they should have the full deck on and just be pretty close to completion, because pretty much the last thing they do is put the deck on there. So when they make the cats, they make them in two different sections, really. So they have the mold for the hulls, join those together, and then in Southampton International Boat Show, I haven't thought about it, no. But then they have the deck that's separate, and pretty much the last thing they do is put the deck on top after they've got all the interior done and all that. And so that'll be, so then that'll already be done by the time. So then I'll go to Thailand to check out the boat and inspect it, make sure it's doing well. And then pretty soon after that, they're going to put that boat on another ship and ship it to Miami. So then that takes a couple months. So I love the 858 press Maduro. Yeah, I do like those too. Those are good ones. I've had those before as well. I unfortunately, like, I let my cigar sit too long and it flamed out, and I don't have a torch. I've lost my torch. So I'm using a typical lighter, and it just would take too long to restart that whole thing. Hey, Landon, he's got your boat across the street from you in the marina. Oh, right over there. All right, cool. He's got so many toys. That guy, he's got, like, I don't know, too many toys. You think I have toys? I have, like, hey, Mom, how you doing? So my mom was trying to call me during the live. It's a last minute thing, so say hi to my mom. What was that about an HH something? What is with the YouTube bloggers getting new boats? I had HH55 ordered and gave it up. Well, honestly, I mean, it's about time. The marine industry has been pretty old school. It is old school still. And so you go to some of these manufacturers and you go, okay, I have 600,000 followers on YouTube and I get 10, 11 million views a month. Would you like to work a deal out where I sell your boat and, you know, you get the advertising from it? I don't know why it's, so a lot of the boutique manufacturers, so I mean, the first one to do it was Outremer with the Vagabond, right? And, I mean, look what happened to them. I mean, like, Outremer, I had no idea who they were. Now, and Outremer, for those watching the sailing channels, it's a household name. And so, like, the big manufacturers like Lagoon and Beneteau and, I don't know, Bavaria, and the guys that, the commercial manufacturers, I mean, they have a 2 or 3 year wait list anyway, so that's probably part of the reason why they have not done anything. It's like, okay, I got a 2 year wait list, why do I need to, you know, work with a YouTuber and work out a boat with them? I mean, like, you know, we don't need to. But the more the boutique stuff, so like Island Spirit, right? So they've only been making like 6 boats a year, and they're jumping it up now. They're going to go to 12 boats a year, and if they get the orders, which I'm fairly positive they will, they'll double that again. So I mean, you know, in the next year or two, they'll be making 24 boats a year, and so you know, I think now that they've seen the light on that, a lot of the marine industry is like, oh wait, there is really something to this. So anyway, hey Parity, how you doing? Smoops, how you doing? But so what was that? I've been doing a collaboration with Silent Yachts. No. I mean, I you know, so I've got Island Spirit. So the Island Spirit 525. I'm getting hole number 1. Yeah, Jeff, how you doing, man? On the Island Spirit 525, which is never ideal, but I mean, I get it, right? I mean, you don't want number 1 because they got to work out all the kinks and all that, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm still paying for the boat. I'm just not paying retail, right? So I'm getting, I mean, there's no other way I could afford this boat, but it'll be pretty amazing. So we're gonna debut that boat in Miami in February at the Miami Boat Show. So then I'm flying from, to get back to it, October 30th, after I do the Bahamas flotilla and then go to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I'm going to Thailand to go look at the boat. They're gonna have it all put together, mostly put together, almost done, and check it out. So I'm there for 3 or 4 days, and since I'm there for 3 or 4, if I'm going all the way to Thailand, which is like 24 hours of travel time, and I'm gonna sit in a tiny little airline seat for that long, I'm gonna do something with it. So I've already booked with Island Spirit. So Island Spirit not only is building the boat, but they have a couple different things. They have a sailing school, and then they also have the largest charter fleet in Thailand. So they have like 40 something boats in Phuket, and they have another dozen or two in Koh Chang. So then I was like, all right, since I'm going to be there anyway, I might as well see if they have any extra boats. So they do. They have a Bavaria 45 that has not been chartered, and I'm going to sail that around in Thailand for a week after going to see the boat. So then that takes me through mid-October. The general plan after that, I don't know, honestly. I would like to, honestly, yeah, somebody's saying Newport's this weekend. Yeah, it would have been nice to go, but didn't think about it until it was too late. So then after Thailand, fly back to the States, planning on jumping in this beast, and maybe go down to Mexico again. I really liked it down there in Los Barriles in Mexico. The drive sucks. I don't know if you've seen the videos on Glamping Doodles. If you haven't checked out Glamping Doodles, I have several hundred, maybe 100 or more videos up there already. Go check it out. Just Glamping, Glamping, Doodles. And I got a bunch of videos there. So a lot of people are asking, I've just started posting videos to Glamping Doodles again. But those videos were filmed in February of this year. So obviously, you know, Steph's still there in the videos. So there's been some confusion on that. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on? But I just never posted those, kind of took a break off from filming it. But I have been filming, again, in the RV for the last 3 weeks, going to Burning Man. So we did stuff like, we did the Grand Canyon, we did Meteor Crater, we did Paladura Canyon, we did Las Vegas, and then of course at Burning Man, so filmed all that, and those videos will be coming out soon. So yeah, hey, we all miss Steph. Steph's a great person. So yeah, guys, please, like, I think I mentioned it on a video before, like, you know, be kind to everyone that's ever crewed with me. You know, I still care for all of them very much. So, you know, please do. Anyway, so then I'm thinking about heading down to Mexico again, going down to Los Barriles. It sucks though, because it's like 1,000 miles of, well, from America all the way down. That's why they have like the Baja 1000, right? And it just sucks because the roads are terrible getting down there. The roads are awful. It makes it worth it when you get down there because there's not a whole lot of people down there, and you've got an RV spot on the beach for like $750 a month with power and water, right? So it's super nice. It's just a lot to get down there. I'm not really looking forward to that drive. We're gonna get a new dog. I mean, I'd love to, but so I'll get into that now. Maybe go down to Mexico for a couple months, and then great fishing Los Barriles, yeah. And then come back to the U.S., be in Miami for the Miami Boat Show. That's where my and plans to do Australia. We'll get to that in a second. Is that after the Miami Boat Show, I take possession of my boat, right? And I can start cruising. So the general plan right now is to sail from Miami through the Florida Keys, over to Mexico, down the Central American coast, through the Panama Canal, up the other side of the Panama Canal, up to the Sea of Cortez, and then cross the Pacific Ocean. And the Pacific Ocean crossing would be, oh man, probably, let's see here, if it's 24 next year, so it'd be 25. Cross the Pacific Ocean, 25. Am I going to the Annapolis Boat Show? No. I'm going to the Eclipse instead. Yeah, I love the Annapolis Boat Show. You know, there's a good group that gets together, and it's a good boat show. And there's a lot of fun with all the different YouTube channels that go, stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of feel that the Annapolis Boat Show kind of takes the YouTubers for granted that we're going to come and promote their show. And so if I had nothing better to do, I would go to the boat show. But because I want to go do something else, I'm not going to waste my time to do that. It's not a waste of time. It's fun and make some good connections there and get to see people, but it's just not, I don't know. Like we were talking about earlier, I mean, or I was saying earlier, I mean, like the boats, the marine industry is fairly old school, and they don't necessarily know. So is this a live stream on Starlink? Yes, it is. And so they don't necessarily. I don't know. The marine industry is pretty old school, and they're just now understanding the power of social media. Anyway, so then cross the Pacific Ocean, spring of 25. And then just keep going around the world. So that's kind of the plan. And so dogs would be very difficult with that. There's another YouTube channel, well, Parlay. Colin's a great guy. I've met him many times, hung out. We've had some beers. He's a good dude. They took their dogs across the Pacific to the South Pacific, and I don't really understand how they're doing that. That's actually one thing I want to ask him, because most of those Pacific Islands, hey Schmoops, thank you so much, man. Jen and Eric, if we don't catch you in Miami, maybe we will meet you in Isla Mujeres. We will be flying from Miami the 17th. All right, man, love to see you guys there. And no, so somebody was saying this is a $2 million boat. No, so the Island Spirit 525, I believe base price is around 1.1. Like fully kitted out would be 1.5 or something. But any boat that big is going to be pretty close to that price. So anyway, so I don't know how they're, because like French Polynesia has it's like I think it's a 30 or it might be 60-day quarantine for bringing pets in, and like same with Fiji, and I know that for a fact. I think Fiji's at least 30 days. And I want to say French Polynesia is like 6 months to quarantine your animal coming in. So like I don't know. Like either, well, technically they'll let you quarantine the animals on your own boat, like, but then they can never go ashore. And like, okay, if you got a Chihuahua or a Pomeranian, okay, fine, they can stay on your boat. You can teach them how to use the potty on there, fine. But you got a big dog, like they need to go out and do that. So, like, I don't know what they're doing, how they're getting around all that. So that's my main thing why I don't want to get a dog right now. Still love to get your hands on a Gunboat 49. Yeah, I'm not happy with Gunboat. I filmed a Gunboat 60. I visited Ron in Thailand and saw the molds a year and a half ago. All right, sweet, man. Cool. By the way, if you ever do anything, please, they're supposed to ask the questions, but like if you do end up with an Island Spirit or talk to them about it or something like that, like obviously there's a referral fee that I get, so like it helps me out a lot. Please do it. What was I saying? Oh man, I lost my train of thought now. Name for the new boat. I'm gonna call it Maverick, I believe, name it after my dog Maverick. And I hate to give Goose second billing, but I think I'll name the dinghy Goose. Do I hear from Amanda anymore? Yeah, we text fairly regularly, every other month or something like that. I was Gunboat 49. Thank you. I'll get back to that. I've invited her out several times to come sailing, and she's always had something else to do. She was an extra in 1883. So that kept her busy for a while. So that TV show, she was an extra in that. And yeah, anyway, so she's doing well. But so the Gunboat, I was in St. Martin, and my friend Jan made friends with a Gunboat 60 captain. I think it was a 60. And he was like, hey man, I know this guy. He said you can come film on his boat. So I did. I went and filmed on the Gunboat, and I interviewed the captain about the boat, and he gave us a tour on the boat. And it was a pretty cool boat. I was amazed. I was like, it was a really cool boat, and I made a whole video at it. made a complete video, 20 minutes long. I actually shared it with patrons. So if you'd like to become a patron, you can scroll through the feed or just become a patron, message me and I'll send you the link to it. Patreon.com/Sailing Doodles. Anyway, so I filmed a whole video on it, and so as a courtesy to Gunboat, like I said, hey, by the way, I'm about to post this Gunboat tour. And I mean, granted, the boat was not perfectly clean. It wasn't in pristine condition. They were doing some work on the boat. There were some covers on the couches, and it wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't in like show quality condition, right? Thank you, Earl. Please click like, guys, if you haven't already. And so I sent them the link to the video as a courtesy, and I said, hey, I'm about to post this. Just thought I'd let you know, you know, kind of as a, you know, hey, if you get any traction from this video, I mean, like, this is where it came from. Like, if you see a big hit on something, here it is, right? So then they immediately emailed me back, like, same day, and said, who gave you permission to video this and do this? And I said, well, the captain of the boat. And they said, well, he didn't get our permission. And I'm like, well, I mean, does he need your position? I mean, he doesn't work for you. He works for the owner of the boat. And long story short, they basically said, we do not authorize you to post this video. And I said, well, I don't need your authorization. Like, I don't. I mean, like, I videoed it. I don't need your authorization. Sorry. And they said, okay, well, if you post this video, we're going to have the captain fired. And I was like, wow. Because he didn't go through us and clear it with anybody. And so I mean, because I didn't want the captain to get fired, I didn't post the video, and it really annoyed me. And so I will forever have a bitter taste in my mouth about gunboats because of that. So anyway, that's my gunboat story. I would love to post that video, and if Gunboat, if you ever watch this and you would like to rehash things, let's do it. But yeah, so that's it. Hey, what is that? That's Spook. Why is that? Why is this doing? I don't. No, cancel. I don't know. It says if you don't catch you in Miami, well, I don't know. Sorry, Smoops. Thanks, man. And I couldn't see what it said. It post again, Smoops. Or Eric. I couldn't see what it said because someone else covered it up. Couldn't do it. Yeah. See, now you have a bitter taste in your mouth about them too. When they honestly, no one was not going to buy a gunboat because of that video. In fact, they might have sold a couple boats because of that video, but yet they wanted to, I don't know, have complete control. They said, oh, well, we'd gladly have you back and film it, but we want our people there to, like, dress it up and talk you through everything and all that. I'm like, have you watched my videos? Like, nothing is planned, nothing is staged, nothing is scripted. Canceling your gunboat order. Okay. I mean, like, nothing's scripted, nothing's planned, and that's the way I think you guys would prefer to watch stuff, is like, you know, if it was all perfect and pristine and like fake looking, I mean, you would see that. Whereas, like, I was showing the boat, you know, as somebody else would have it. So anyway, that's my thing with them. I don't know, sour grapes or whatever, but it is what it is. So, new subscriber here, is your sailing job full-time? Yes, it is. Boat name, Hugh Hefner. No, thanks. I already get that enough. I think I'm all right. Am I still doing flying duels? No. So, actually, Dakota is a flight instructor, commercial pilot, so I thought about, like, maybe trying to get her to do well, take over flying doodles, but, yeah. Why no boat update videos? Well, because the boat's being built in Thailand, and I'm not in Thailand. I know there's a few other, is there a link to the gunboat video? If you're a patron, I made it public to those guys, but I can't make it public to the public because at this point, actually, I should probably just message that captain, see if he's still employed by them, and if he's not, I'd be like, screw you, gunboat, I'm gonna post it. Anyway, forgot where I was going. Yeah, sorry. I've had a glass of wine or two. But, oh yeah, so, Ruby Rose was in Thailand. Okay, so the boat is made in Thailand. And speaking, I mean, like, there are a few, YouTube channels that are having boats built that honestly seem a bit, I don't know, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I'm going to let the builder build the boat. I don't want to be hovering over the builder and watching every little thing they do and get in the way and cause problems for them. So that's why I haven't been there too much. And why does this thing keep popping up? Okay, I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, sorry. Flying Doodles is where I found Bobby. Oh, cool, thanks. So like, I didn't want to be a micromanager and have, you know, I mean, what am I gonna do? Hang out in Thailand for 3 months and go to the factory every day and watch them do everything? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So, and plus, I don't think that's what you guys want to watch. I mean, like, what I do is film sailing around. I mean, like, I do show some maintenance stuff, but like, you want to know how to build a boat, there's channels you can do that. I mean, like, go watch MJ Sailing. I mean, they're building a boat right now. You know, but that's not what I do. And so anyway, yeah, it would be nice to get to know one's boat, but again, I'm not gonna go micromanage the whole thing. Anyway, it is what it is. So 3 months in Thailand would be paradise. Yeah, it is pretty nice there. What was that? Sorry. Is the Vagabond... Wait, where'd it go? New multi-hull and Island Spirit. No, they're getting a... oh, hey, Greg, what's up, man? Beer, no wine. I'm out of beer. That's why I have to do wine. Because I'm putting the RV away tomorrow. So, Greg Romero, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. You're always a gentleman. Oh, yeah, we need to do something when we get back. I want to get back to Dallas in a couple weeks. Do something. Yeah, it's just, okay. See, wine made me forget my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, MJ Sailing building one is a painful existence. Yeah, I know. They told me they're great people. Matt and Jessica, awesome people. If you want to know, that guy Matt is extremely knowledgeable on building boats and stuff like that. Beer, no wine. Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate you. What is that? All right, I don't know how that works, but anyway, but so the guy knows his stuff, and if you want to learn how to build a boat, they built a kit boat. Basically, they got it shipped to them and all that. Go over and say hello and leave a message saying you heard about him on Sailing Doodles. So, anyway, but yeah. So but you guys don't want to watch. I know Squirrel, right? I see a text come up and I'm thinking about it. But I mean, you guys don't want to watch me build a boat. That's not really what my show is about, and I don't want to change that up. Did I buy myself an RV? Yeah. So this is a 2004 Winnebago Vectra. So I had a class. It's 2004. I had a 2005 Class C. What was it? It was a BT Cruiser. I forget the manufacturer of it. Anyway, see, it was a 30-foot, and Class C just wasn't enough space. I mean, the cool thing about this is that, like, I have so much space on here. Like, all these little garage doors open up, and I can fit everything in there. And it just so got this one. And I was talking to somebody else about it the other day. You know, what kind of RV you should buy. And you know, you could buy a cheap Class A brand new, like with a gas-powered engine, for $120,000, $130,000, or you can buy like an older. I mean, like, I think I paid $57,000 for this. I put a lot of work into it, obviously. But 2004 Class A diesel. Love the channel, Cameron. Thank you so much. Keep it up, big dog. Thank you, man. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. You're awesome. And another one. Any suggestions on when visiting Thailand? Love. And all right, I'll get back to that one in just a second. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. And so I tell people I'd rather buy an older premium RV than a new cheap RV. I mean, because everything still works on this. Everything's automatic. You have so much more space. It's a Class A diesel with a 330 horsepower. You know, I think it's a Cummins. No, Caterpillar. The 350 was the Cummins. But you know, I mean, the thing will run forever, right? And it's a good thing. So anyway, so if you're gonna get an RV, I'd rather go with a slightly older, nicer model for the same price as a brand new one. So the super chat was from, I believe it was Christopher. Any suggestions when visiting Thailand? Absolutely. If you're gonna go sailing, I mean, honestly, Phuket's pretty nice for sail. I wouldn't visit Phuket like to stay on land and to like stay in a hotel in Phuket. It's expensive. It's busy. It's not authentic Thailand. But if you want to sail around Thailand, you can. So someone's saying new channel, perhaps RV Doodles. No, there's already a channel called Glamping Doodles. Check it out. It's got like 100 videos up already. Glamping Doodles. Anyway. But if you want to charter a boat out of Phuket, there's some great sailing around there. There's lots of islands. You go up in the Gulf there. I forget what the Gulf of. It's not the Gulf of Thailand. It's called something else. But it's beautiful. You have the Hongs. It's just the beautiful, the scenery and the landscape and everything is just amazing. And then you go south down to like Koh Phi Phi. The water gets really clear, and it's just awesome. The other place that if you're going to go sailing, which is where we're going to go in November for a week, is Koh Chong. So Koh Chong is another archipelago on the far other side of Thailand, on the east side, southeast side. And I mean, there's hardly anybody there, but it is really nice. And it's just a great place to go cruise and sail, and just I love it. As far as like visiting Thailand, I mean, the Koh Chong archipelago is quite nice actually. I don't know why it keeps repeating some of these super chats. Anyway, Submarine Doodles, Space Doodles. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, Walking Street, Jeff. Yeah, thanks. In Pattaya. So Koh Chong archipelago. Some great places to stay down there, even if you're not sailing. I mean, I do like Bangkok and Pattaya just to visit. Not more than a few days. They're pretty busy and not I don't know. It's more like the red light stuff, and it's just not as you know. But if you get out like Chiang Mai in the northwest, and you know, there's a bunch of other places. If you want to get off the beaten path, you really can do that in Thailand. So those are the places I would recommend in Thailand. But is it 7,000 islands? I don't know. Oh, you asked about Amanda. Sorry. Oh, the original Amanda, Eternal Floor. Well, actually, no. The other Amanda was the original Amanda. So Amanda from Eternal Floor. I've never been to Koh Samui. Sorry, but I mean maybe someday. So the other Amanda from Eternal Floor. She just recently got married in Greece. We were texting a couple days ago. Or not a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it was. So she just got married in Greece. She's doing great. So I think her company, Eternal Floor, is no more. I think the hurricane kind of did them in, and because they did all their stuff in Fort Myers, and I think it just wiped everything out. So I think that company's no more. I'm not sure what she's doing other than that, but congratulations, Amanda, on getting married. You know, great. But I have not been to Samui. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. So gonna be busy for the next. We're getting married yet? Yeah, right. Gonna be busy, really busy until the end of November. All right, name the boat Doodles. That way your itinerary says Sailing Doodles, and also what's your RV's? Oh yeah, anal name. It's a Vectra. I don't know, so it doesn't really work with this one. But yeah, that is, if you, I can't really say it. If you want to put it in the comments, if you put that word in front of a, okay, so right now I'm looking at a Pinnacle, a Solitude, a Raptor, a Red Hawk. If you put the ANAL word in front of, so any RV you see, you'll never be able to get this out of your mind every time you see an RV. I'm sorry for doing this to you. It happened to me, and it's going to happen to you now. So you put the word ANAL in front of the brand of RV you, or not brand, the model of RV you see. So like right now I have a Solitude, I have a Pinnacle, I have a Raptor, a Montana. So if you put that word in front of that, every time you see it, like, oh, ANAL Pinnacle, ANAL Solitude. So I have to worry about demonetization. Sorry guys. my last video was demonetized. Sucks. And then I had a video demonetized last month. And the thing that really annoys me is that, like, okay, what YouTube does not tell me what was the demonetization. They don't be like, okay, so like in the last video, there was Nicole like shotgunning a beer, right? Was that it? I don't know. And then maybe there was, nobody was naked. I didn't have to blur out any nudity, I don't think. Pretty sure not. No, I didn't. And but I mean, like, they're being a little playful a time or two. And then also, Nicole got a sea urchin and gutted it and cleaned it, and we ate the sea urchin. And I mean, a lot of that stuff gets demonetized by YouTube. It's a motorboating. Yeah, there was a motorboat, but I blurred that out, right? Patrons, by the way, patreon.com/Sailing Doodles, they got access to the uncensored version, unblurred version. So thanks so much. I will say there's a lot of confusion on Patreon. Like, okay, yeah, it's uncensored. Like, I'm not blurring out the cleaning of the urchin or the motorboating, but I'm still not going to show any nudity, guys. I mean, I'm just not, right? I mean, that's, if you want that, you can go to another place. That's just not what I do. Anyway, so, but the thing is, YouTube doesn't, they'll demonetize a video, but they won't say what part caused this or why or anything. And so, like, I don't know. I mean, what part of that was demonetized? Was it, yeah, only doodles, yeah. Was it the fish cleaning part? I know a lot of channels get demonetized for cleaning a fish. Or, I mean, I don't know. So, anyway. Highly recommend getting an air fryer video. I got one on the RV. It's great. So, keep it classy. You don't want to see the motorboat. Well, that's, I blurred it out anyway. So, it, I mean, a lot of people I see, you know, they'll make some comments on the videos, like, you know, why is everybody running around in a bikini all the time? Why are you showing so many people in bikinis and stuff like that? I'm like, we're in the Caribbean and it's hot. That's just what people wear. It's not like I'm telling the girls to wear a bikini. They get up in the morning, they put a bikini on and hang out in the water. I mean, it's not rocket science there, you know? YouTube's turning garbage? Not really. Honestly, I mean, YouTube is still, they go through their phases. They get it, they overreact sometimes and demonetize. They had a demonetization a couple years ago. They called it the adpocalypse. And, you know, if it'd be helpful, yeah, if they tell you why it was, yeah, so Greg, yeah, thanks. It would be helpful. Actually, I emailed my rep about that. So it says here, name the boat Doodles. Yeah, thanks, guy. Okay. And I joined the Grease series. Nice job. Thanks for Silverlish. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, they need, but the thing is, what I don't like about the demonetization stuff is they're not telling you what you can and cannot post. They're not saying you're not allowed to talk about this, but they'll demonetize a video if you do that. So they're not directly saying what you can and can't talk about or can and can't show, but the demonetization self-censors, you know, so I'm self-censoring myself rather than having them do it. And so it is a way, I mean, like, I'm not a political, so, like, you'll never hear me talk about politics on this channel because, like, that's not what this channel is. Like, I probably agree with a lot of you guys on what your politics are, but I'm never going to talk about it. They don't seem to be consistent with anything in the videos. That's true. I agree with that for sure, Greg. But, like, okay, I consider myself, I don't know, an entertainer, basically. So, like, I've watched plenty of movies or whatever, and then the actor in the movie, you know, comes out with their politics and, like, tries to tell me what they think is right or wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, now I can never look at you again in that movie and think anything other than that. No, you are an actor, you play a role. I only want to think of you as that role, not what your personal beliefs are. And so yeah, thanks, Jeff. I'm no life coach, but you know, I want you to be able to enjoy the videos for what they are, not for what my political or personal beliefs are. Like, That's just the way it is. I mean, like, I think that's the way entertainment should be. A bikini mentor. Yeah, maybe. So I don't know. Nick, thanks, sir. 300%. All right. So any other questions on like, yeah, just vote. Exactly. So just vote. That's the way you can. Okay, if you want to become a politician, great. Do it. I wouldn't want to. I mean, my thing is like anybody that becomes a politician. God, I mean, becoming a career politician. Whew, I don't want anything. No thanks. It's not a job I would want to have. The only people I think that really want to be politicians are kind of power hungry and they get off on telling people what to do. And unfortunately, anybody I would really want to be president probably does not want to be president. Simple as that. But we can't do anything about it. Do we have any personalities coming back that you can announce? Yes, Nicole's coming back that you've seen before. Dakota's coming back. Ella's coming back. And then we have 2 new ones. So like if you're just joining, flying to Belize on Saturday. We're going to sail around Belize for 2 weeks. And then got a Leopard 40 we chartered. I paid for it. It's no deal at all. So like I'm not going to promote the company because, well, I have no obligation to. Yeah, so and so then we're gonna have 6 people, including myself, in a 3-cabin boat. It's gonna be a pretty tight boat. So we have Dakota's coming back. There's another Dakota who you haven't met. She'll be there. Ella's coming back, who you may have only seen her in a couple of videos, but she had to go home and take some personal stuff. Nicole's coming back, and then one more new one, Christine. Can we get Alina back? Yeah, I invited Alina to Belize as well, but she had some work and obligations to do. She couldn't do it. You may see more of her in the future. I'd like to have her and Anthony. I mean, I think he's a good-looking dude. She's a great-looking girl. And I think they'd be great on video more often. So make G permanent. I wish, but she's got her own. Geraldine, yeah. So she came back for the week in Greece. I mean, she's got her own life going on. She lives in Mallorca. She's got a boyfriend, and she has a full-time job. So, yeah, probably not going to happen there. Who is the model? I don't know. Would that be, you're talking about Willa? Yeah. So, I don't know. Work was that. So, yeah, please click that like button, guys. Appreciate it. More of G is always welcome. I don't know. Why is that? Maybe the boat doodles. Okay. Well, I don't know why it keeps repeating that stuff. But, anyway, yeah, Willa. So Willa, she's a great girl. I mean, like, she's got other stuff going on too. I'd love to have her back someday. So always have pretty girls on the boat. Well, anyway, showing a short video showing your current cameras and drone setup. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. I did get a new camera. So my main camera that I use is a Sony A7S III with a 16-35, like the G Master lens. I mean, that whole setup with the high-end microphone and everything and all that, that's probably $4,000 or $5,000 for that. And I just got a brand new Sony Z1 Mark II with a nice microphone on it, and that's only like maybe $1,500, but the quality's pretty good. So like you'll see a lot more of that. Anyway, but yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, I'm filming this on my phone just because it's the easiest way to do a live chat. But if you really want the quality and all that, I mean, you got to pay for it. So will I be in Annapolis? No, I'm not going this year. Boat ETA, I'm going to see the new boat. So some new people here. Going to see the new boat in November, the first week in November in Thailand, and then we're going to. Oh man, getting a little windy. I have my thing up, but and then it should be finished in November, and then they are going to ship the boat. So they'll put my boat on another ship and ship it to Miami, and it's going to debut at the Miami Boat Show. So anyway, but yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming up. Just real quick, recap the schedule. So Saturday, I'm flying to Belize. I have 5 girls joining me on a catamaran, a Leopard 40, 3 cabin. We're gonna sail around Thailand for 2 weeks. then come back to Dallas, jump in the RV, and going to go cruise around for about 3 weeks and see the eclipse that's October 14th. Bring the RV back to Dallas, put it away, and then fly to the Abacos, Marsh Harbor. We're leading the Sailing Doodles flotilla. We have, I need to put this thing away. I don't know if you can see the awnings out. It's starting to get a little bit, the wind's catching it a little bit, so probably wrap it up pretty soon. Going to the Abacos, we're leading, I'm leading, and I think there's 9 boats in the flotilla now. October 21st to 28th. October 28th, fly back to Fort Lauderdale, go to the Fort Lauderdale boat show just for the 28th, probably just the 29th, honestly. And then on the 30th, fly to Thailand to go inspect my new boat, which should be mostly finished at that time. And pretty much ready to go. They're planning to put the deck will be on it. It'll be mostly done. And then they will put that on a ship and ship it to Miami. It'll debut in February at the Miami Boat Show. So then after I check out the boat, I'm jumping on a Bavaria 45 in Koh Chang and gonna go sailing around some of the Thai islands in Thailand for a week. And then probably November 18th, I'm thinking, fly back to Dallas, jump in the RV, and then I might head down to Mexico in the RV for a little bit. So anyway, and then back to Miami in February to debut the boat. Should be pretty cool. So, all right, guys, almost an hour here. I got to go to the bathroom anyway. October 18th is your birthday, flotilla. No, the flotilla is 21st, Mom. But I don't know what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much. Okay, real quick, what kind of time lag is there between the videos in real time? The last video that came out was filmed like 2 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago. So not a whole lot of difference. And actually, so the video that comes out, like normally I do a video on Thursdays. I didn't have any footage for it. Like literally I didn't have anything filmed. So like, that's why I'm doing a live. The next video that comes out on Sunday will have been filmed on Saturday. So like I have to film and edit that video Saturday to get it out on Sunday. So unlike a lot of, I think that's, real quick, a difference between the way I view YouTube and maybe some of the other sailing channels. I mean, the big ones obviously take it seriously, but some of the smaller channels that, like, I mean, this is my job, making YouTube videos. I don't take a month off from it. Cool vids, love your adventures, sailing, good vibrations. Thanks so much, Vivian. You know, I mean, so like I don't take a month off and not film and post anything. Like it just doesn't happen. This is my full-time job. You don't take a month off from your job. I don't take a month off from doing this. So anyway, that's just the way I look at it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please click that like and subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed. And, you know, we'll see ya on the next video. All right, guys. See ya.